Yo, what's going on? So today what we're going to do is test out a Behr polyurethane because I know a lot of you have been asking about coating interior murals. So I went to Home Depot just to check out the polyurethane, and this one worked out great on a recent project that I did. There's another one that they make as well, but this one is for outdoor exterior sort of project, so it has that UV blocker in there, and this is the project that I coated the mural with recently. So this is a mural that I did at a new construction site. The place is going to be sort of like the Top Golf but for basketball, so it's like a basketball social place, and they wanted me to paint a mural, so they brought me in, and this is what the wall looked like beforehand. There's going to be sort of a kitchen and sort of an eating area right in front of the wall, so this is something where I'm like, I really have to make sure that it's coated correctly so that, you know, if someone gets food on it or something, that it can be wiped off easily. So this is sort of the process that I use to paint the mural, put the background on. I used a ton of different tools and a ton of different sort of items and materials just to paint the wall. So there's a ton of, I guess, texture on the wall as well. I blasted it with spray paint after I got some of these lines and different colors down, so you can really feel it when you touch the wall and rub your hand across it, or just stand to the side and see how the light bounces off. You can kind of tell there's a few different finishes, and that's why I really want to make sure that all the finishes look the same, that it's really consistent when people walk by. So sometimes you really want to make sure that you test it out in a small area just in case the coating does not work out the way you want to. And I found a small area on the mural that has the background and some element in the foreground that, you know, if something goes wrong, it's not the entire mural. I can easily just repaint this area. So that's why you really want to do a small area just to test out. And for me, the best way to apply polyurethane on a mural or any coating is by either spraying it, and we can't do this indoors here, or by rolling it, and that's why I use this little mini donut roller. So you can kind of see it's still wet and it has that cloudy look in there as well, but over about 4 or 5 minutes, this is how it looks now. You can kind of see it's still wet, but some stuff has still dried. And then after about 10-15 minutes, you can see that it's mostly dry to the touch, but it's also, you can kind of see the difference between where I applied it and where the other wall that I didn't apply it is too. You can kind of see it break off right there. Overall, it has a really crystal clear look, and I like the result, so that's basically good enough for me. So that's when I just pour the gallon in there, and I also want to see how far this stretches as well. So I just started applying it with a larger roller. In this one, you can use the smooth roller, the foam ones, or you can use the semi-rough rollers as well. I find those to be really good, but you know, the 9-inch rollers is what I'm using to apply everything. And right now, all I'm doing is just applying it to the bottom. I'm just going from left to right, right to left, and I'm just going to work my way upwards. That way, when I'm at the top, the bottom of the wall can, you know, start to dry, and then I can apply another coat when I get back to the bottom. You can see the area where I just applied it has that cloudy look, but just keep rolling it and create that thin layer because it's going to dry crystal clear. So don't worry about the cloudiness. As long as you keep rolling it, you're going to create a thin layer that's transparent. You just got to make sure that the entire thing is consistent. So sometimes going across from left to right and up down is really good, because then you don't have that sort of streakiness that sometimes the roller can create when you're putting pressure on one side of the roller versus the other side. And it took about a gallon to get to this point, so it spreads really far, so I was super surprised about that, and I had a whole nother gallon left. So I wanted to make sure that I really got one good coat on the entire mural, and then go again at the bottom area, because this area is, like I said, is going to have tables and people will be eating, and this is where they're going to pick up food. So I want to make sure that this area is scratch resistant, it's really protected, and if, you know, food or someone bumps up against it, that, you know, markings can easily be wiped off. And after everything was finished and it dried, it looked really good. So I give this product an A for installation. I still want to see you know, once everything opens up and this space is active, I really want to see how scratch resistant it is. So hopefully this helped out, and you can get some of this for your interior mural and let me know how it goes for you. But right now I think this is one of the products that I will be going to from, you know, now on when it comes to coating and protecting my interior mural. So hopefully you like the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.